Good morning to a brand new day. Time to learn and games to play. Learning things is so much fun. Learning is good for everyone.
Yeah, I'm gonna need the tent, right? For the summer program. Yeah, Lit Camp. Okay, all right, I'll talk to you later, bye. Hey, hi, you caught me. I was ordering stuff for our fun summer things that we're gonna do. I hope you'll join me in the summertime because it's gonna be a blastorama. But today is Friday. Happy Friday. We are going to finish up learning all about the sound spelling card, the chair card. We've got to finish our story about the bears, and we're going to do some more R-controlled syllables and high-frequency words. So I'm super excited that you joined me here today. I'm Mrs. Hammock, and I'm here in our PBS classroom to help you practice and learn all the skills that you need to be an excellent reader and writer. We're getting ready to take our little summer break, and I know that you're excited. I know I'm excited. I'm super excited. But summertime gives you a little extra free time to do some fun things just for fun. And I want you to enjoy one of these fun activity books. So I would like for you to write us here in our PBS classroom. You can send an email or a letter, and we will make sure to send one of these books to you in the mail. I want you to have one for the summertime because it's going to be a lot of fun, and it will help keep your brain active and engaged. Remember, this summer, your homework is to read at least 6 books. I bet you can read more than 6, but 6 at the very least. I want you to try and read 6 books, okay? You can look for books, yes, at your county public library. If you have the Sora app, you can check out digital books, and that way you can take them with you wherever you go. All right, I can't wait to hear what you're reading. Let's get started with our learning today, okay? All right, we're going to train our ears for sound one last time this school year. I know, it makes me a little sad. Today, we are going to do the syllable deletion. So we played the phoneme deletion earlier. Today, we're going to do syllable deletion. It's pretty much the same. So I'm going to use my dots just as a visual to help you see the syllables. So that way it will help you take them apart. Are you ready? All right. So I have barely, barely. If I take off the ly, now I have bear. Did you see how that works? All right, here's my next one. Ready? Unfair. Unfair. If I take off the un, now I have fair. Good for you. All right, last one. Ready? Armchair. Armchair. If I take off arm, I have chair. Great job. Good listening. It does help a lot to have a visual, doesn't it? Yeah, it helps me too, because I like to be able to kind of visualize things. It helps me to learn, and that might be a strategy that works for you. All right, let's do our fluency of our 3-letter blends before we move into our sound spelling practice. We have STR, says str, like in straw. SQU says squa, as in squash. SCR says scr, like in scream. SPL says spl, like in splash. SPR says spr, like in sprint. THR says thr, like in three. And SHR says shr, like in shrink. Okay, good job. All right, Today, we're going to look at some words that look different, but they sound the same. Before we get to those, though, let's practice our chair sound spelling patterns. Are you ready? Okay, say them and say the sound. Say the letters with me and the sounds so that you get your ears listening to that. Ready? A-I-R says air. A-R-E says air. E-A-R says air. And E-R-E says air. Okay, so today I have for you some words that we talked about being homophones. Okay, so when we say homophones, that means they sound the same. But you can see they look different and they mean two different things. So this word is air, pear. This is like something that comes in twos. And then we have air, pear, the fruit. We've talked about that this week. What if I change and I use this sound spelling pattern and I have air, hair? That's like the hair on your head. But this one, hair, is an animal that's similar to a rabbit, a hare. Isn't that tricky? Right? We have pear and pear, hair and hair. They sound the same, but they have different meanings, and you can see they are spelled differently. So that's why it's really important for us to learn these sound spelling patterns so that we know how to read those words. Now, if we're reading those words, we need to make sure that we know what the story or the sentence is saying so we know which one they're talking about, right? Those context clues. We got to look for the clues in the words so that we know what they're talking about. Yesterday we started a story about the bears, I said three, but there's actually four. The bears prepare a feast. So we are going to find out what happens. When we left our bears, the young bears they found pears and they were splitting them into two, right? So let's see what happens when Mama and Papa come home. Ready? Okay. Mama and Papa came home with a few shrimp and some corn. They also got a surprise for the young bears. It was a big fish. Mama said, "Go scrub your paws and wear your best shirts. Papa and I will prepare the food with care. Then we will sit and share." The bears sat down for their feast. The bears felt so grateful. The young bears stared at the food with wonder. They wanted to eat it all up. Papa said, "First, let's say thanks. Then we can share this feast." Wow, what a great story. I hope you're practicing being grateful all year long and not just at Thanksgiving. Let's see, though, if we can find some of those words. Did you see the word shrimp in there with that three-letter blend? I know you did. All right, what did you see today that have some of our air sound spelling cards sounds? Do you remember? Okay, look, here's the word bears. That was an easy one, right? Look here, what are they supposed to do? They're gonna wear their best shirts. And when they're doing that, what's Papa and Mama gonna do? Right, they're gonna prepare the food with care. And then they will share. Here's bears again. I'm just gonna underline it. The young bears stared. Ooh, look at that ED. That means it happened already, right? In the past. They stared at the food with wonder. They wanted to eat it all up. Let's give thanks, and then we can share. Did you see the high frequency words in here? Oh, me too. Look. Surprise. And did you see young? And what else was in there? Do you remember? Wonder, good for you. Okay, wow. Speaking of high frequency words, let's get to it. We have all of them today, and so I want to make sure we have enough time. Let's read them and spell them together. Ready? Few, F-E-W. Favorite, F-A-V-O-R-I-T-E. Favorite. Young, Y-O-U-N-G. Young. Wonder, W-O-N-D-E-R. Wonder. Gone, G-O-N-E. Gone. And surprise, S-U-R-P-R-I-S-E. Surprise. All right, let's do a few of our syllables. Remember, we're doing R-controlled syllables. We practice syllables because that helps us break apart words, bigger words that we might not know, into syllables so that we can sound them out. Today we're learning, or all this week we've been learning about R-controlled syllables. That means when there's a vowel followed by an R, those two are going to stay together in the same syllable. So let's try it. Are you ready? Okay, here we go. First we're going to find our vowels. There we go. Did you see that? All right, so now we're going to take a look. Look, here is an R. This one doesn't have an R. It has a consonant, so that means that's going to be a short vowel sound. All right, we're going to split between the double consonants. Are you ready to read it? But. Oh, I heard you giggling. Don't giggle. Butter. Let's put it together. Butter. Great job. You are so silly. You get the giggles about the silliest things. Let's try this one. Let's mark our vowels. There's a U. There's an E. Look, that E is followed by an R. Let's look here. Okay, we're going to split it between these two consonants. Here we have thun, thunder, thunder. How'd you do? Great, great. Can we try one more? Let's see. All right, let's go. Now, I want you to take a look at this word. This is kind of tricky. We have a vowel here, and this time the Y is also a vowel. It has the vowel sound E. So let's take a look. We're going to keep that R with the A, and we're going to split that apart. Here we have party. And when we put it together, it says party. Wow! I hope you are having a party to celebrate all of your great learning this year in first grade. Now, we are going to take a little summer break, but I don't want you to leave us because we're going to do some great, exciting things with camping and stories, and you're not going to want to miss it. We might even do some cooking, right? I hope you'll join me in the summertime for something fun. But in the meantime, I want you to have a great, safe, and fun spring break or summer break, okay? I'm proud of you. Goodbye now, goodbye now. The clock says we're done. I'll see you in the summer. Goodbye, everyone.
Good morning to a brand new day. Time to learn and games to play. Learning things is so much fun.